Hello, hello, hello there friends, Ken here, welcome back to some more Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. We're going to jump back in for Captain Blackheart's treasure. This is the kind of drafting, discover thing, so we've got a deck full of 2-3 pirates, but we're not going to get those most of the time. Let's play the Paladin. What's going to happen, if you haven't seen this, is on each turn, instead of drawing a card from our deck, we get to discover a card. So that's a choice of 1 from 3 cards that are selected randomly from class cards and neutral cards. So we get to kind of, it's like doing an arena deck, but you pull it on the fly as you go, which is an interesting way of doing it. You get to pick what you think might be most advantageous to you right now. You know, so you have to make a decision of, oh, do I take the, do I take Tyrion now, where it's going to be super useful? Or where it's going to be useful later, or do I take, like a 2-drop that's not as exciting, but is useful to me right now? We're up against Rakdos, which I think is like one of the guilds in Magic the Gathering. I could be wrong there. These are all pretty cool. A South Sea Captain, man. We got a deck full of pirates. Got to be done. We had one of those last episode as well, and it was pretty fantastic. So, yeah, it's really good as well because it lets our 2-3s trade into their 2-3s beautifully. What was I lost my train of thought. Oh, Rakdos. Yeah, I seem to remember there being a Rakdos signet, and that in Magic the Gathering, and that being a thing. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was accurate. I'm not going to trade. They might do, because they've got the hero power. Although then that leaves me with more on the board. Certainly not unreasonable. Ooh. I think maybe we take the Inspire minion here, because we've already got an Inspire minion. Let's do some funky stuff in the late game. There we go. Put it out of range with the South Sea Captain. Could be prone to Frostbolt. But even if it does get frostbolted, this thing will have healed up to 2, and it will be a 2-2 when it drops back down. Because they don't reduce the health if it's not at maximum. That's a shame. There you go, you see. So we effectively healed it for 1. Not hugely important, but kind of nice to have. Could have another 2-drop. We're doing okay for 2-drops though. So maybe we take the Ravenheart Assassin as a bit of late game. You know, we've already kind of got a decent chunk of business going on here. Start pumping this guy up a little bit. Because if he decides to deal with these two, then we'll have the 3-3. Could even beef it up a bit more next turn if needs be. This is going to be able to kill at least one of these chaps. Possibly 2 of these chaps now that we've buffed it up. I say chaps, but clearly a lady. Well, very good thighs. Excellent thighs. It's a pretty good outfit. Like, it's not ridiculous, but it's swashbuckling. I like the kind of the scarf style belt. We'll take a look in a second. Edric the Pure is okay, but there's going to be a lot of 2-drops. I think Sea Giant's the pick here. Could start to get busy later. I like this scarf around the used as a belt, but then also used to hold the scabbard up for the sword. It's a little bit bizarre, to be honest. Do we pop this chap off? I think maybe we do pop this chap off. If we drop... no, we're not going to be able to afford Sea Giant. Sadly. You face Jaraxxus. We'll buff it up, can't be pinged. And then next turn we could even buff it up once more to take out another 2-3 if there's another one on the board. I think we're probably going to start seeing some more class cards, or, you know, more drafted cards, because this guy's been playing a lot of their pirates out, which admittedly so have we. Okay, the Twilight Drake, not too shabby. Ooh. Man, Bookless Champion's real good. Muster for Battle's also fantastic. The Muster for Battle here, I mean, we probably wouldn't play it this turn. We'd play the Murloc Knight this turn and trade in. In which case, Bookless Champion Inspire next turn would be really good. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. If we can pull it off. It'd be pretty fantastic. Because now we can, if we don't get this removed, then we'll be able to do some Murloc stuff. Oh, the polymorph. You're no fun. That's not the right decision. Like, I know why that's just in your brain, that you do the polymorph and then you kill the polymorph thing. But you don't. You kill this because paladins have cards that buff Silverhand recruits. And not cards that buff beasts. Competitive Spirit versus Leroy Jenkins. I don't see us spamming out the board too much right now, so I think Leroy is maybe the pick. I think this is a pretty solid play. Swinging with this one first. Yep. Figured it would probably be the Vaporize, so you attack with the lower thing first. And Bookless Champion's got to be dealt with, or it's going to get pretty ridiculous. Ooh, the Mountain Giant. Scary stuff. Ooh, the Ice Howl. I think we have to take the Ice Howl, don't we? It's good control. Make another chap. We can be aggressive here. It's an 8-8. We're pretty safe against Flame Strike, really, as things go, because we've got a 9-9. And I think they probably would have Flame Struck last turn, if that was an option. No one wants to face this. Even with just these three things getting buffed up, that would have been a lot of damage. Let's bash out this chap. There we go. Look at that. Cracking it. The old Legend card back. I do like the Legend card back. I don't know. I almost kind of wish they did a Legend card back each season. Or, you know, just have this one, but then, like, I don't know. Have a little bit of... You see how this is animated? It kind of glows in the middle here. Just add that to each, because I don't think any of the seasonal card backs are animated. It's only the limited edition ones. Just have like a slightly animated version if you got to Legend. I think that would be nice. Sure. I mean, we've won this game anyway. Lovely. Good job, Rakdos. You weren't enough to take on the might of our sweet, sweet paladin. Oh, one more to get our quest done. We ought to play a minion that costs 5 or more, right? Let's bash back in there. Who do we want to play? Play the Druid. We play the Druid? I don't think we did. I'm trying to think now. No, we played the Shaman and the Warlock last time. Every time I say Shaman or Shaman, I don't know which of those two to say. I kind of flip-flop between them. My natural instinct here, being English from like the south of England, is probably to say Shaman. Which is weird because normally we do the long A, the R, like Bath or trying to think of a good grass rather than grass. But yet, shaman with the I don't know, it just sounds right because yeah, there's an A within there's another vowel within 2 letters of that first A, and normally I think that's supposed to make it capitalize. So if there's a vowel within 2 letters of or at least like 1 or 2 letters after another vowel, it should capitalize it. These two aren't great. I'm going to take the long game play.
My greetings.
So then it would be shaman. But shaman sounds pretty cool as well. Unhand me, shaman. Oh, this is a fantastic name. Night Knight. I am the Night Knight. I wonder if that's actually a character in Shovel Knight, because it definitely could be. Master of Darkness. That would be a great name for Batman. We get the Dark Knight. Night Knight. The Night Knight. Oh man, Nat Pagel. Tempting. Well, what did you drop there? Just a pirate. Swipe's pretty cool though with all these 2/3s trading into one another. Nat Pagel ain't what it used to be. Really ain't what it used to be. Also, we've got a good hero power to do 1 damage to stuff. We want to get board control if we can, and then drop Scenarios. But you know, the beauty of Scenarios is it's very versatile. If you're behind on the board, it does a decent job. If you're ahead on the board, it basically guarantees you the win with the +2/+2s. Say for something like Twisting Nether. I love Twisting Nether as a card because it's almost never run, and yet it's a card that can completely end a game. Like I like Darnassus, but I also like Faceless Manipulator. This is another one of those like longer game versus shorter game cards. The other thing is the savagery, right? Where we could use the savagery to kill something. It's not entirely unreasonable. I'm going to take the Faceless. I think. Well, I've done it now, so. Going to do some trading in here because we've got a good board clear. And we've got a good thing if our board is ahead. So I think we're in a good position to do some board building against the other person and see. Maybe they'll start trading in now that they can. No? Okay, going to keep pushing. You've got to be careful with the Paladin because they do have some dangerous buffs. I think Wrath is probably the pick here. It's just a good versatile card to have. It's the job right there. That's kind of what I was looking for. That's why it's nice to have those board clears. For the record, wouldn't have been a much better situation if they traded 2 into one of my guys. I could still have done the swipe and then gone face or something. So, but leaving 2 2/1s on the board is probably better for us than having 1 2 3. 1 2 3. A B C. It's easy as 1 2 3. Pirates swinging at your face. Gadgetzan, eh? I really like Soul of the Forest. I don't think Gadgetzan's the card, and honestly I don't think Garrison Commander's a great card in this situation, because it's almost going to function the same as these. So let's take Soul of the Forest. Might even use it here. Maybe that's excessive. We do 1 and draw a card we trade in, and then I hero power and take out the other one. Sure.
Time waits for no one.
That was maybe a little bit. Actually, no. Retrospectively, because you only draw a pirate, I don't know how much I love that. But whatever. We've got more cards in hand. They've only got 4. We've got 5 plus our next draw. So I kind of like this because the clear board is almost more beneficial to us. Our hero power is one that can counter the paladin's hero power pretty nicely, so don't have to worry too much about that. Looks like they've not got too much to do. That's good. That suggests they probably have buffs or something, or they have removal. So in either case, we were probably fairly well off doing what we did. I think Starfire might be the pick here. I mean, we're going to get a 2-3 out of it, so it's slightly less valuable than it could be. Coalmaster's a good card, but I don't really see that it has a huge amount of benefit to us here. I think we'll take the removal. It's good to have. X marks the spot. Oh yes, and there's a big X on your face right now, Night Night. It's going to be sleepy time for you soon enough. Just contemplating. Having a think. Pondering. Gonna take that one on the right.
What you want?
For bam!
Reporting for duty.
2-2 with Taunt's an interesting pick. Huh. Mulch is kind of fun. Illuminator's not amazing. But against a bunch of 2-3s it's not terrible. Although I suppose it still only trades into 2 of them, so. I'm tempted to take the Mulch, but we've got a lot. No, we haven't got that much. We've only got 1 removal. The Mulch is a good finisher. And neither of these cards are great. So. Okay.
What time waits for no one?
I had to think about this one.
For the wild.
And use it now because we have a good chance to use it. End turn. Thought I clicked it. Must have been just at the wrong time when it was thinking about something else. Come on, Night Night. Bring it. Bring your A game. Look at these glimmering pyras. Little trees inside of them. What a terrifying thought. Yeah, I like this because it gives us some stickiness. Potentially leading up to Cenarius.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
Okay. Thorisan. Violet Teacher also not bad. Because you can Violet Teacher into Starfire. We got some nice expensive stuff in our hand that I'd kind of like to drop down a bit. So I kind of like this. Clean out the board. Drop big MPT. I have the power. By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power. Look at him go with his big hammer. His glowing lightning orb. Top chap. See, now we've got options because now we've got the Faceless Manip Starfire Wombo combo for next turn if we want. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Aviana. Man, Aviana's kind of tempting. But I don't know that it's amazing. We've got a 3-7. This would give us 2-3 attack things. That's not enough to let us kill it because of this. I think we're just as well off doing Starfire with these guys. So we did Starfire with these guys, then we could We'd have 4 mana. I think we play the piloted shredder. It's a little bit less interesting.
Time waits for no one.
But I think it's the better option here. Look at this cheap stuff. I can't remember what the interaction is with Aviana Thorisan. I can't remember if... I think maybe it has to trigger after Aviana. So you have to have a Thorisan roll out after Aviana to drop everything to 0 cost. But I could be wrong. It could be if it's already been reduced, then it counts. I wouldn't have thought that works because you'd think the Aviana effect applies first. Loetheb's real nice. Living Roots is okay. I mean, we're going to take this guy out with what's on the board. We're going to hit this in the face.
What to do?
Then we're going to play a Pirate and Faceless Manip, probably. But let's take Loetheb. Wow. Okay. It's not quite what I was expecting.
Time waits for no one.
I'm going to take the tree ants. Like, buffing these guys up is okay, but I actually think, you know, I'd rather like mix it up. I mean, it leaves me a little open to consecrate, but if he consecrates now, I get a consecrate, which I'm perfectly happy with, really.
Reporting for duty.
None may steal us.
The Keeper of Ulman. Man, I haven't really looked at this art. I really like this card, but I hadn't taken too much of a look at the art. It's kind of fun. I think Antique Healbot here, just in case things go too wrong. We can Faceless Manip. We can clear out a few bits and bobs. We trade a 2 in. Like so. Hit it in the face. Grab that. Bop that. I like where we're at. Spells are going to be 5 more. Makes things hard to do much of. We've got a nice solid board of stuff.
Reporting for duty.
Double scenarios. Just going to take a vanilla Ironbark just straight up. We got 5, 10, 12, I can count, 14, 19, 20.
All the while. Can't do.
Do we want to drop this? Paladin can't do anything, right? They don't have Twisting Nether. I think we're just as well off doing that as anything else. I mean, worst case scenario, he drops another Eadric, at which point we still have 8 damage from what's on the board. Oh, look at the Hungry Dragon. I gave him the Hungry Dragon value. Damn it. Quality Consecrate. I didn't think about a Quality Consecrate. Okay. Does give us a Quality Consecrate, though. That's a fair play. Oh. You know, sometimes you do something stupid and you just get a bit lucky. Night, my son. Night. It was fun. And that's this week's Tavern Brawl. I really like this week's Tavern Brawl. It's pretty cool. You should definitely go play it. If you haven't already, like, it's a ton of fun. It's a really neat idea. And I'd highly recommend giving it a shot. And that's going to do it for now. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to bop that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more gameplay, Hearthstone, or other games as well, of course. Until next time, I've been Ken. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!